It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I went to Tesco and I picked up 4 of their bottled stouts. Just to show you a selection that I have in my region in South Wales, but also kind of what you can get for 4 for £7.50. If you've got £7.50 in your pocket and you go to Tesco with that kind of club card deal, you can get 4 bottles of beer, 4 bottles of stout for £7.50. So I'm bringing you the best stouts in Tesco for £7.50. So let's get them out. Well, let's show you first. So every region where you're watching will have, so if you're watching this in Northumberland, you'll have some kind of Northumberland stout there. I'm based in South Wales. We have Felinfoel Stout, handcrafted Welsh ale, 4.1% ABV. Now individually these beers are coming in at about £2.30 to £2.35 a bottle. If you didn't want to buy 4 of them on that 4 for £7.50 deal. This is, I've had this before, it's quite good. Badger's Master Stoat, 5% ABV, 500ml bottle. Black Sheep Milk Stout, one of my favourites from the supermarket, to be honest with you, 4.4% ABV, 500ml bottle. And Guinness Original. This beer you will find all over the country in this glass bottle. If you're going to drink Guinness, if you're a Guinness fan, please try this in the bottle. It's okay. 4.2% ABV. So let's crack them then. Get them open. Black bottle cap on the Felinfoel Stout. This brewery is based in Felinfoel, West Wales. And is now Wales's oldest brewery. Oldest independent brewery. One finger, tan coloured head, jet black beer in the glass. A little bit of light bleeding through the side of the glass there. That's your Felinfoel. Badger Master Stout. This is a coffee stout. Bottle cap. Badger based in Dorset. I've always called them Badger Ales. They're called Hall and Woodhouse. That's the official name of the brewery. Hall and Woodhouse. One finger tan coloured head. Jet black beer in the glass. Little bit of light bleeding through, but that looks good, doesn't it? That looks really good. In terms of the look, it already looks better than the Felinfoel Stout. Have a look at the 2 beers. Felinfoel on the right, your left. Black Sheep Milk Stout. Bottle cap. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Now, I've always been a fan of this beer. I really have. So I've chosen what I would buy from Tesco. The best for £7.50 beers that I think are worth putting in your trolley. And it's just a guide. This is my personal supermarket stout buy. One finger, tan coloured head. jet black beer in the glass. Guinness Original Extra Stout. This is not the nitro infused canned version of Guinness. This is the Guinness that I'm most likely to buy if I'm ever looking to buy Guinness. I'm not interested in all of those. In fact, I threw my machine away. The Nitro Surge, is it? Guinness Nitro Surge. Had one of those. Threw it away. Rubbish. No good. Even the categories. Well, 4.2% ABV on the Guinness, and the Guinness has got a rather kind of organic looking head. It wants to build, it wants to do its own thing, which is quite interesting actually, isn't it? One finger, tan coloured head. Yeah, the head's doing something a bit different. Jet black beer in the glass. So I'm going to start with the Felinfoel. A brewery that, for me, I've drank their Double Dragon Ale in West Wales, and it's tremendous. Then I've bought bottles of their beer in the supermarket, and it's not been so good. So it's a bit of a kind of, you don't quite know what you're going to get from this brewery, to be honest with you. I've had some good stuff, I've had some poor stuff. Let's get the aroma on this then. That smells pretty good. Roasty and toasty. Chocolate and coffee and caramel. Let's get in. Cheers, everyone. That's lovely. I've had this stout before. Not been good. It's not been good. In fact, I poured it down the sink. I didn't know what I was expecting from this, but I wanted to add a stout from my own region. I wanted to add a Welsh stout here. This is good. I could have bought Brains Dark, but that would have clouded things because it's probably a stout, Brains Dark. But it's called Brains Dark and it's supposed to be a dark mild. So I didn't want to add it because it would have caused confusion. So I went with this. And I'm glad. I'm glad I've gone with this because it's tasty. It's refreshing. It's toasty. It's rich. It's chocolatey. Some coffee flavours coming through, a nice bitterness on the back end. It's good. I'm going to go Guinness next because the other two, one's a milk stout, which these two bog standard stouts aren't obviously, and the other one's the badger's a coffee stout. So I'm gonna put the Guinness next to the Felinfoel first. Guinness then. Quite a similar aroma actually to the Felinfoel. Roasty and toasty. A little chocolatey. Let's get in. Cheers, everyone. It's thinner. Probably see a little bit of disappointment on my face here because I want, of course, you know, The frustrating thing for me with Guinness is that everybody seems to drink Guinness. It seems to be that pint that everybody wants. And it's just kind of found its way into people's hearts. But I find it quite thin. There's a nice bitterness on the back end, fair play to it. But it's not like a roasted malt bitterness. It's not got characters of loads of coffee and loads of caramel and loads of bitter dark chocolate like the Felinfoel has. It's more just bitterness for the sake of bitterness, and it's quite thin. I'm not saying I would chuck it away. I'm not saying I would chuck Guinness away. I'm not saying I'd pour it down the sink. But at the same time, I'm not going to rush to the shop and buy it. I'm not going to be like, even Wetherspoons recently, as of July 2025, name-checked Guinness as like the upticker, the thing that made their beer sales and their whole sales as a company rise was the fact that they were selling lots of Guinness. And I always scratch my head and I always wonder, because for me, it's not very good. It's not very good. But when you've got to produce a lot of something for a lot of people, then it's never going to be the greatest product in the world. So my suggestion to you is look at these other stouts in Tesco. Have a little look. I'm going to go milk stout. Black Sheep Brewery, based in Masham in Yorkshire. Paul Theakston, Black Sheep of the family, used to be part of the Theakston's Brewery. Paul Theakston, that's his surname. Broke off, Black Sheep of the family, opened his own brewery. Can't fault the lad. Jet black beer in the glass. One finger, tan coloured head. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Roasted malt, lots of roasted malt, chocolate, coffee, caramel. But then that sort of kind of milky, latte-like, creamy, you can almost smell the creaminess in this beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. This one, 4.4% ABV. Oh, yeah, like much more body than the Guinness. It has a sort of a raisiny, plummy, fig, dark fruit flavour coming through. The roasted malt is coming through then on the back end, the bitter dark chocolate, the coffee, the caramel. These are flavours that roast malt add to a stout. They're the flavours that you get from a stout, what I get from a stout anyway. That's nice, that. That's a very, very nice beer. Good, creamy, rich mouthfeel, good carbonation, great tasting beer. I challenge you. I challenge you. Go to your local Tesco, pick up 4 stouts, and make sure one of them is Guinness. But try the other stouts. It'll cost you £7.50. You can do it all in a sitting. A Friday night or a Saturday night. Put them up. Put them up against Guinness. Try it for yourself. You might have been a Guinness drinker for the last 30 years. Try it. Trust me. Trust me. Try it. It might surprise you. It may not. If it doesn't, no harm done. Drink the other stouts. Never buy them again. Badger Master Stout. 5% ABV. I really liked this the last time I reviewed it. Head's dissipated. It's been a few minutes now, hasn't it? So it had a one finger tan coloured head, if you remember. It looks good in the glass as you rock the beer back and forth. Aroma. Oh, it's infused with, you know, the chocolate flavour you get from a quality street? The coffee quality street. It's that. The coffee flavoured quality street. Some kind of coffee liqueur, Sheridan's, or a coffee Guinness, or something, a coffee Bailey's, should I say. It smells fantastic. Cheers. Oh, fantastic. Rich, toasty, biscuity, bready, nutty. Lovely, creamy, rich mouthfeel. Nice lacing. Really nice tasting beer. Loads of coffee as well, of course. Loads of coffee. And a nice bitterness on the back end. Really good stout. I'm going to go with my ratings on these now. And I'm going to start with Guinness. I'm going to start at the bottom. Guinness Original, we've all heard of it. It's a massive company. If you watch television adverts, you'll see the adverts. If you watch rugby, you'll see the adverts. Unfortunately, and I don't mean to offend anyone by this, but a lot of people are influenced by advertising on television, rugby. If they see Guinness on their local team's rugby shirt, they're going to buy Guinness. And I don't mean to disrespect anybody here, but it's just the way of the world. Guinness has got to the top of the chart in the stout world because of advertising. Going back to the Guinness compared to the other beers, it's quite a strange experience. It's almost as thin as Coke. It's almost got this really thin, like Coke, Cola like mouthfeel. There's not much mouthfeel to it. It's rather thin. It's got this kind of sort of insipid bitterness on the back end. It's just not a very good stout. It's just not very good. It really isn't. For me, it's bang average 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. You know, I'm going to have to sip the rest. Felinfoel Stout. Just to see which is next. Badger Milk Stout. Black Sheep Milk Stout. Oh, that's good. It's good. Badger Master Stout. This is next. I really like it. I really do like it. But the other two are just a bit better. The other two are just a little bit better. This is, I'm not sure if they've changed the recipe a little bit since I last had this. It's got a lovely creamy rich mouthfeel. That quality street sort of coffee flavour is, if I'm being perfectly honest, a little bit, if they need to dial it back a little bit. It's still a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from us. Still a good beer. The next one is Felinfoel. I could go into, the frustrating thing about this brewery is that I could go into Tesco in November, 2 months' time, and buy this beer, and it might be absolutely atrocious. It might be absolutely like sink poor. You just don't know what you're going to get from this brewery. But standing here right now, drinking this beer, this is a really good batch of the stout. A really, really good batch of the stout, actually. There's nothing, it's perfect. I say it's perfect, but the milk stout's won, but it's a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer for the Felinfoel Stout. Black Sheep Milk Stout. Put it on top because of just that creamy, rich mouthfeel. Lovely aroma. Yeah, it's the winner. Lovely roasted malt flavours. Lovely creamy, rich mouthfeel. It's what I imagine a stout to be. Thick, creamy, rich, lots of flavour, well balanced, nice carbonation, bit of sweetness, great bitterness. I thoroughly enjoy Black Sheep's Milk Stout. I hope it never changes. I hope it always sits on the supermarket shelf to make it really accessible for me. I like it enough to give it a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.